Hi there and welcome to our channel. Just in case you're new here, I'm Mandy.
And I'm Lee.
And this is
our very first Q&A, long-awaited Q&A. We were supposed to have done it at 5,000 subscribers, which was quite a long time ago. We've kind of delayed a little bit, haven't we?
Yeah, time just run away from us.
Yeah, but we're finally doing it now for our 9,000 subscribers. We're not quite there yet, but we're hoping we will be by the time this comes out. If we're not, subscribe please. Yeah. We'd love that.
So cool. Thank you.
Yeah, and also we've got a big announcement to make as well, which we are going to be saying at the end of this Q&A. So hang on to the end of that.
Yeah, we've never done that before as well. We've never said I've got a big announcement, but I swear to you, this one's massive.
This is major. Yeah.
And we've been dying to tell you all, so we thought we'd take the opportunity in this Q&A to let you know what's going on.
Yeah, but without further ado, we'll start getting into the questions.
Yeah, and thank you so much to all the people who have submitted these questions to us. We did actually have loads. We've had loads, over the past few months.
So what we'll do is we'll answer as many as we possibly can. We don't think we're going to be able to fit them all in. I think we've got 35 listed down here. We want to make this about 15, 20 minutes long, not too long. So if we miss out on any, we will answer your questions. We'll actually make another one and we'll respond to more.
Yeah, and that'll be out next week.
Yeah.
So, very first question.
Okay. First one is from Tamara Madeline. Are we married? Where did we get married and when?
Yes, we are married.
Yep. We've been married now for 20... Oops, I better get this right. 21 years. Yeah, we got married in 2001 in New Zealand. Yep.
In my mum's back garden. So that was really cool. It
yeah.
wasn't a church wedding or anything, but we had loads of family there.
It was really, really wonderful.
Yeah.
If you don't know our backstory, we met in Nepal in 1996 and it was 5 years later when we got married. It's an amazing love story, meeting in Nepal, and CNN did an article on it, which we'll put a link to up here.
Yes, which was so cool on their Chance Encounters series. So that was just amazing. You know what I mean? Being featured by CNN Travel.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we're married.
Yeah, 21 years, happily married, travelling together and still going strong, right?
Yeah, definitely, which is so cool. So the next question, it's been asked in a similar way by two different viewers. Brittany Plouffe asked, which of the 100+ countries has been our favourite and why? And Quick Pua asked, which country did we love the most? So Lee?
I'll start, and I've said it before on podcasts, but I'll have to say Nepal. I love Nepal. It's absolutely beautiful. I love the mountains. It's just fantastic. And it is where Mandy and I met. So it's kind of a really special place. It's in our hearts. I've actually got the Himalaya Rescue Association t-shirt here from Nepal. It's just beautiful. We were there in 1996. We went back in 2017, and I'm sure I'll go back again and again because it's just close to my heart. And Mandy?
Well, in case you don't know, if you haven't seen any of our 100+ videos lately, my favourite country in the world is Portugal. I'm blinking yeah. I'm going to start tearing up. Deep breaths. I swear, it's this is the most amazing country. The people are so, they're good and they're kind and they're like New Zealand, 30 years ago. I think there's a real sense of family and community. The wine is unbefreaking-leavable. You know what I mean? And the value, you can drink a bottle of €6.99, €7.99 wine on special for $2.99, and it's world class.
We can talk for hours about Portugal, but Portugal it is for Mandy. We've had a lot of Portugal questions because we've been in Portugal for such a long time. A lot of people know us from our Portugal content. So when we make another Q&A, we're going to address a lot of the Portugal questions on there.
And so, that's a very good point. So, I won't talk anymore about Portugal. Okay.
Brittany Plouffe also asked, which country would be your favourite to live in if you had to choose? I think you just answered that.
Yeah, one's obvious.
And I might go for Portugal as well, actually. It definitely ticks a lot of boxes. I like places that are warm. I do like the hot weather, so Portugal ticks the boxes for that most of the time. And it's in Europe, so, I like the fact that we are central and it's really close to everything. Yeah. Yes.
I think for me, I totally agree with Lou. So the next question is from Eulalie, and it was, are you going to make a video with tips for budget travellers? I think that's a great question as
well. It is a good one, yeah. We try and throw in as many tips as we can to our other videos, but it probably will be a really good idea to make one especially for that.
Yes.
In fact, I think we will. Keep your eye out for it.
Actually, something that we have been discussing doing in the next couple of weeks or maybe a couple of months is we want to do a video about our top apps. The travel apps that we cannot, not so much can't live without, but man, they make life so much easier.
Yeah.
So that one's definitely coming soon.
Look out for that video. Yeah. Renee S asked, can we have an update on what we are carrying? That's another video we really need to make about packing, because it's really, at the moment we're in Portugal, so we're carrying things that are different to normal, probably.
Well, not only that, we thought we were only coming to Portugal for 2 or 3 months, so we just threw a few things into our backpacks. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we're not travelling with what we normally travel with. We left that back in the UK, so...
When we're travelling on full time, it will be a little bit different, and we both pack a bit differently. I'm a kind of minimalist, and Mandy isn't,
I'm a maximalist. Oh, yes.
So we'll make a video about that too. Good to go, Mandy?
Good to go. 3 bags. Yeah. Just the usual.
Luchess20, really nice person who comments a lot on our stuff. Thank you very much. We really appreciate it. Asked 5 questions. And the first one was, if we had...
They're all great.
Yeah. First one is, if we had to retire, where would we settle? It's kind of similar to the other ones, isn't it?
Well, no, mine is different actually. If I had to retire somewhere, to be perfectly honest, it would be in Australia. My sister's there, and my nieces and nephews, and I speak the language, and we've lived in Australia for quite a while, and so I would actually retire in Perth in Australia.
Home for us is UK, New Zealand and Australia. We've got family all over, so we're always going to be going back to those places. Australia ticks a lot of boxes. My desire for warm weather, among many other things.
Yeah, and you love the Perth beaches.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Did we ever find ourselves in an inhospitable country due to political tensions? That's quite a good one.
It's excellent, and we're really fortunate. Well, I'll speak for myself. I've never been in a dodgy situation when it comes to political tensions.
Yeah.
You had some ropey times, didn't you, back in Peru?
In South America, there were bombs going off in Lima when I first got there, because the Shining Path were still active. That was back in 1993. When we went through Nigeria on the truck that time, there was a protest and there was burning tyres, and then we heard gunshots, machine guns fired, so they whipped the truck around quickly. We went back and hid at the police station for a while till it cleared, didn't we?
That's right, yeah.
That wasn't anything too major.
No.
We were in Israel in 1999 when King Hussein of Jordan died, and that was quite a major event, and nobody knew how things were going to go. But I remember sitting in Jerusalem in this coffee shop with a lot of Palestinians watching it on the TV, and it all was okay, wasn't it?
Yeah, and they were lovely, they were so friendly.
Yeah. So far, so good.
Yeah.
How did we find medical assistance in a country that we're not familiar with? Another good one.
Yes.
Yeah.
So far, touch wood, it's only happened to me the once, and it was actually a dental issue. I was eating muesli in Nepal in 1996 in Kathmandu, and I broke a tooth. And I had the toothache for ages, and it just got worse and worse. And so we ended up going to I can't remember which consulate it was in Kathmandu, it must have been the British one.
Yeah.
And asked someone there, and they gave me, because we were heading down to India, so they gave me a recommendation.
In New Delhi.
Yeah, and so I went to that dental surgery, and oh my word, I think it's still the flashiest one I've ever been to.
South Extension, where all the diplomats and the wealthy expats go, I think, so it was top notch, wasn't it?
Yes.
Really good. That was good advice from the embassy.
It was the days before the internet, really. We didn't even have email addresses in Nepal in 1986. So we couldn't check anything like that, but for me it was consulate.
But again, we've been lucky so far, no major health issues. Yeah. What are the websites we use before making a trip?
Very good question, and that is definitely one that's going to have to come in another video. I'm not trying to fob you off, but genuinely,
I think
that could be a video.
That goes with the apps that we use as well. I think so we'll throw in the major ones, but generally, for booking, we use booking.com for accommodation.
Yeah.
We just search for a lot of YouTube videos and blogs, to find out information about places where we're going. The planning process is quite convoluted, isn't it?
Which is why I think we should show it in a video, because see exactly what we do.
So Luchess20's final question: is there a way to financially support us? That's a lovely question.
Oh, that is
That's
so kind. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, for starters, like all the people who are watching this video, who like it, who write a comment and who share it with their friends, like I swear that really helps us so much. Because what that does is it causes the YouTube algorithm to think, oh, hang on a sec, there must be something good about this channel, about this video. I'm going to share it to like a wider audience. And that's what helps like videos and channels get seen. You know what I mean? So for everyone who's done that, like, thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
We appreciate the support, And we've also got Buy Me a Coffee, which is a link down below where you can, put in £1 or whatever just to say thank you for the work that we do. We really do appreciate that.
And it's so lovely. My mum, Ma, she actually bought us 5 coffees on Buy Me a Coffee once. So like, thank you, Ma. I really appreciate it. And all the other wonderful people as well. Like, thank you so much. Yeah, we appreciate it more than we can say.
Meta Sabia Johnson asked, what did we do for a living that we were able to retire in our 40s? And Maria Santos asked a similar question, did we have very well paid qualified jobs in Australia?
Did we have very well paid qualified jobs?
I haven't got my glasses on. There's a shine. One thing, like, we both didn't go to university and get qualified as professional people. We've gone into the workforce and we've worked in, I've worked in unskilled labouring jobs most of my life, but Mandy's kind of, done a bit better as far as climbing up the corporate ladder.
Like my last proper job in Australia, I was like a personal assistant for a director of a construction company, which is so funny, like me, you know what I mean, a personal assistant. But before that, I worked in accounts for a long time, like accounts payable, accounts receivable, which I really enjoyed, which is quite weird because I'm no good at maths, but I really enjoyed like accounts.
And
it's brilliant.
I drove a forklift in Australia in a warehouse, so just loading up trucks and getting to know Aussie truck drivers, which was a great job. I enjoyed that experience actually. But we've done not greatly paid jobs, but the way that we've saved our money is just we've worked hard. We've been very frugal in the way we've lived, and we've used that method to support ourselves, haven't we, and plan for travelling. Well,
because I always say it's not how much you earn, it's how much you save. You know what I mean? Like, you can earn $100,000 a year and spend a lot. You can earn $30,000 a year, like live incredibly frugally, like us. We lived in shared accommodation. Actually, that's coming up next.
We could go on
sorry.
about that.
It's actually the next question, so I'm going to stop there. But
Maria Santos asked, what's the secret to saving so much? Mandy, continue.
So just little things like, actually they're not little things, they're really important things. For example, always take your lunch to work. Don't buy coffee in coffee shops. Don't buy magazines. Don't buy books. Go to the library.
We both had bicycles and didn't drive. Well, we had a car packed in the driveway, which we didn't hardly use, and just cycled everywhere.
This was in Perth, Australia.
All those little things add up together, and there isn't a great secret to being able to save lots of money. I think it's just a little bit of sacrifice.
I think it's a lot of sacrifice actually, because because everyone we know. But they had a fancy car, they had nice new clothes. We bought most of our clothes from second-hand shops.
It's the mindset, and it can be fun actually. And then especially when you've got a goal to work towards, because once you get closer to that, man, there's a reward at the end of the day. I
have to say, and when we go back to Perth, Australia, I want to try to find it out. When we lived and worked in Australia, Lee had a graph. It was like a thermometer for his savings.
As it slowly went up and up, and you can see it getting higher and higher, and that is really good motivation to kind of hit your goals.
Definitely. And with that one, because Nicola Dixon asked a very similar question, how we lived so frugally to be able to retire in our late 40s and continue to travel. So it is things like
that, really.
But also the shared accommodation. Like, we lived in Australia for 5.5 years. We never had our own flat. We lived with other people. We were like boarded in their homes, and we paid like $200 a week between us.
It's possible to save 50% of your income if you work at it hard enough. If you're really motivated to achieve some goal, then that is possible.
Yes, like we never paid full price when we went out to restaurants. We had the entertainment book. We used Groupons. We used Scoopons. And would still eat out once or twice a week. but it would always be, you know what I mean, half price or 2 for 1 or really special offers. And
yeah, and we still do that now. When we're traveling around, we look everywhere to see where the good deals are. You know, there always are some, have the lunchtime special, that kind of thing.
I mean, you'll have seen in a lot of our in a lot of our Portugal videos, just how we do look out for, as Lee said, like the bargain restaurants. And oh my word, the buffets here. Oh, sushi buffets. I love it. So now we've got the last question from Maria Santos. Thank you so much, Maria. You know, you've had some brilliant ones there. And it's, do we work while traveling?
Yeah, and that's a good question, and we try not to, but we don't actually do any paid work at all while we're traveling, but we do the house sitting, which helps us live, you know, because we don't have any accommodation costs while we do that. So house sitting, and we also we have done WORKAWay, haven't we? Yeah, so I don't know if you've seen any of the WORKAWay videos, but you work 4 hours a day, and you get in reward, you get your accommodation, and you get your food as well, which is really good. Yeah, and we work quite hard on YouTube, editing, you know, and get a little bit back from YouTube for that, so that helps us in our travel costs.
It may not look like it in some of my videos, but man, I spend a long time. Like, I think I'm a lot slower than Leo. I'm a lot more of a perfectionist, and so I think the quickest I've ever made a video is about 12 hours. 12 hours of editing. That's not including shooting the footage. But it normally takes me, say, like maybe between 12 and 25 hours.
Do you consider it work, or?
Sometimes I do when my blinking laptop stops working and I've got to turn it off and on and off and on, and the video editing doesn't work and all this sort of stuff. But
it's good fun, and it's nice to bring you this information. And
definitely. And what else would we be doing? I'd just be watching Netflix or Korean dramas. You know what I mean? So.
And talking about doing things, so that wraps up the questions for now. We're going to make another one for more questions, because there's plenty more here.
Got so many more. And seriously, guys, thank you so much for the brilliant questions. So the people who've asked some already, don't worry, they are coming. As Lee said, there's going to be another Q&A coming soon. And then maybe even a third one, and it's going to be like one on Portugal. Like, we are going to be a bit more organised, because it's been quite fun actually chatting to you like this.
So it really is, I've been quite enjoying it. I don't know why it's taken us so long to get together and do this. But the big announcement.
Drum roll.
Mandy, what are you going to be doing over the next few months?
Well, oh my word. The day's finally coming.
For us to leave Portugal. Yeah. We've been here almost 2 years, and we feel like it's time to move on now. Things are getting more open, and so we're leaving here at the end of November, and we're going to be popping back to the UK for a little bit to see my family, which I'm really looking forward to. It's been a long time.
Be heading down under to see my family, but we're going to spend a few months travelling in
the Middle East.
Ooh, so
it's really exciting. We're actually going to be doing a house sit first in the UAE, in Abu Dhabi, which is going to be exciting. So we'll get to see that, and Dubai probably, and other places around there.
But we are going to make a video on our travel plans, because this is a whole new region for us. You know, we're going to new countries. So it's really cool.
We're going to see as much as we can.
So I want to record. I just want to show how we do work out the travel costs in places that can be quite expensive or that are only new to opening up.
It'll be interesting to see how frugal travellers survive in some of the most expensive countries in the world.
It'll be brilliant. And how our Arabic is coming on as well. We're starting to learn Arabic on Duolingo.
Inshallah.
So thank you so much for watching this. Thank you so much for all the wonderful people who asked questions. And
bear with us, more are coming. We promise.
Definitely.
Please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe for more. We'd really appreciate that. And throw some comments down below. Any more questions you've got, we'll add them to the list, and we'll keep going on that.
We're hooked now, I think. You're going to see this all the time.
Q&A. We did our first Q&A.
Yay!
High five.
Big high five.
So thanks very much. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.
GoPro, stop recording. Okay, I've got to say really quickly, this is actually the first time I've ever used the voice command feature on GoPro, and as you can see, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
GoPro, stop recording.